So one of the really cool things I got to do while making the film was come up with all these LCARS ocudograms that we see through the film. So there ended up being quite a few. There's 2 different displays in the ready room and the replicator screen, as well as the little side panels on the wall in there. And then the deflector control room has got a whole bunch in there, and some animated ones inside the shuttle, and of course the ones at the back of the bridge. Apart from the kind of Voyager style blinking LEDs in the deflector control room, all the other blinking lights in the film are CG in, they've been motion tracked in after the fact. If I could have done it all in camera, I would have. But what happens is you put those blinking LEDs behind the panels and they cast a lot of shadow across the surrounding area, and it just ruins the look. The benefit you get of having one flashing is kind of ruined by a kind of soft shadow all around it. So it's very difficult to get it to look right and work. I figured it was not worth trying to actually have physical lights in the sets blinking. But after the fact, when we're in the edit, I was looking at it and I was like, well, these really need a bit of extra life added to them, these blinking lights. So what I actually did was video like 30 seconds of some actual blinking lights from panels that I'd made just in my house, so that they had just that slightly more realistic look to them. I could have easily done like a little CG flashing rectangle and stuck that in, but to me it just seemed nicer to photograph an actual element that had its own little quirks and stuff. So yeah, every time you see one of those little blinking lights in the background, it's been added in afterwards. And I think it's really cool. They're subtle, but I think without them, it would seem really dull in the background of those shots. The show was famous for the Coke sign technology, or the polar motion, where they would sort of move polarized film on a big disc behind, and that would sort of interact with polarized gels on the graphics themselves to give that kind of movement that they had. And doing all that was way beyond our means and resources, doing that for real. But I liked in principle having something that emulated that look. And so I experimented with using a little handheld tablet thing with just a black and white pattern on it to simulate that kind of look. But the problem with it was that once you put the tablet behind the graphic and behind the black plexiglass, it just wasn't a bright enough screen. Even everything ramped up to maximum, it just wasn't bright enough. It kind of looked promising at first, and I thought, oh, this would be cool. And I designed and had the graphic printed with that in mind. And also you still kind of had the trouble of how you're going to mount that on there without causing a big shadow around the tablet either. So unfortunately it wasn't to be, but the thought was there at least. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little video. If you did, then please like it and leave a comment if you're inclined. Even if you hated it, why not? You might as well go crazy. And also please subscribe as well. We really appreciate that. And stay tuned for some more videos coming soon. And thanks for watching.